Can we talk about lobsters
Sure, yeah, and how they grow. Yes.
and how they grow? How do they grow?
Well, you're talking about one of the articles that I wrote in terms of um, you probably think like, "Oh, wow, lobsters grow inside of a shell. How does that always happen?" Right? And then in theory, we're all struggling with they shed their shells so we can grow and grow another one. How do they do that? Well, I think the article that you're referring to is how we can be uncomfortable shedding our old skin and putting on a new one. And like
Yeah,
lobsters grow, right? And sometimes we're uncomfortable, but if you stay in that old shell, the lobster can't grow. The lobster's gotta shed that old shell and grow another one, and to be able to grow into the big lobster that we like to go and purchase. um, they have to shed the old shell and grow a new one. And I referenced it because a lot of leaders are not willing to let go of the shells that got us here.
yeah,
But to get us there or to that next level or to get to that next precipice or that next tipping point, that we need to evolve. And that's like the description about the lobster evolving to the point where they shed their old shell so they can grow a new one, so they can grow, right? We're not always comfortable because we are safe in our old shell. But that safety keeps us from actually growing. And like the lobster, we can die if we don't grow. And we may not die in the way of physical death, but we can grow in terms of, die in terms of our leadership growth. We could die in a way our team does not grow. We could die in the way of not being able to communicate and engage others, where people are willing to stay and engage our team and feel happy and retain. And I feel like, hey, I can learn a lot here because my boss is willing to, or my manager, or my supervisor, or my director, or my vice president. I clearly see him shedding his old shell every year and raising the bar because he wants to grow. So how can I ever argue with raising the bar when my model is raising the bar and shedding his old shell so that he could grow more?